It's an interesting question. Then we're going to have to get a little bit legally, but not too much, all right? And I'm going to try and keep it super, super simple for us too. When you upload your images into Amazon, you give Amazon the copyright ownership to use your images however they see fit. Now, that is very, very normal. In fact, loads and loads of companies do that. Google Photos, for instance, anytime you upload your photos into Google Photos, then they automatically get a non-exclusive copyright ownership of your photos too. So now you and Google own your photos. So Amazon is an owner of these images. Now there is a way around that, and you can upload your images to your own server, but I wouldn't recommend that you do that. I don't personally see that being a good idea to do that, but you can. There's a way around it. Amazon does not advertise it, and I'd rather you didn't do it, so I'm not going to tell you how to do it either. All right, but you can do it, and if you want to find out about it, go Google it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. So Amazon owns your images. Amazon's in the business of making money. Therefore, if somebody else uses your images, well, they're not really using your images anymore. They're now using Amazon's images. And Amazon really doesn't give a rat's ass about you and your Amazon and your images. What they care about is how much money they are making. So you can, if you see somebody doing it, file a complaint with Amazon. You can do a infringement report. Now let me just see if I can remember where that is. I think it's at, let me just pull up a new window and then we can go there that way. It's at report /infringement, I think, like that. Let's have a look. Bumhole, it ain't there. Or did I spell that wrong? I did spell that wrong. All right, cool. Hopefully it's there. Da, 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 da. All right, so here's where you do a report if you find somebody using your images. Now, that's at amazon.com or .co.uk or .com.au/report/infringement. Here's where it gets interesting. How do you prove that they are your images? How do you prove that they are your images? Because what you need to prove is that you are the owner of those images. To get them to take them down, you will need to prove that you are the owner of those images. Here's where things get interesting. In Australia, what is the address for that? It's at copyright.org.au, I think. Copyright.org.au. Let's just have a look, see if I got that right. Yes, in Australia. So here's where copyright happens in Australia. In Australia, the laws around copyright are very, very interesting, because the very, very second you print off your images, you then own the copyright of those images. It's a weird thing. So the barrier to proving the images are yours is actually very, very low in Australia, which raises all sorts of ethical questions about being able to screw over your competitors and things like that, but that's not something we want to talk about. But in Australia, it's very, very easy to claim ownership of your images on Amazon, all right? And usually, as long as you were there first, with your images first, that's all it will take. That's all that you will need to prove, all right? Now, in America, the situation is much, much different. I think it's just that. In America, oh no, it's not that. It's copyright.gov. That's right, .gov. Yes, it is. In America, the situation is different. If you want to own, if you want to own your images in America, you must, of course, register them. You must register your images, and you register them with copyright.gov. Copyright.gov. And From memory, it is $20 to do that from memory, although it's been a long time since I did it. So anytime you want to make a claim on Amazon.com, the very first thing that Amazon will ask you for is proof that you own the copyright of those images. The only thing they will accept is something from copyright.gov. So if you want to avoid the nastiness of somebody using your images, here's how you do it. You register them with copyright.gov, and that's how you do it. In Australia, it's super easy. You don't need to do that. Usually, as long as you went first and had the images up first, that's usually enough to get somebody else's to take the images down. That's usually enough to do that. Mark says, couldn't you put a watermark across each photo too? No, do not do that, because then you are against Amazon's terms of service, because you, as soon as you upload them to Amazon, you do not own your images anymore. Amazon is a joint owner of them, and Amazon does not want you to put a watermark on your images, so don't do that. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.